I tell you, I don't get no respect at all. Well, here I am in Washington, whoopee, huh? It's so nice to be here. It gives me a chance to visit my summer home in Waldorf. Hey, good crowd, though, good crowd, huh? You know me, I love crowds. What's this, a zoo? It's a theater, hey. Am I interrupting you people? Beat me, hit me, whip me. Whip me, that's not too bad. You're a good crowd, though. You know me, I love crowds. When I was a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. And I come from a... Oh, fungal, what's going on here, for Christ's sake? Every whole life I'm working shit houses. Look at this, will you? No offense. Oh, it's your turn, I'm sorry. There you go, I love crowds. When I was a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. You know, I come from a big old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family. That's what I come from. What a dumb family I got. I looked up my family tree. I found out I'm the sap. My old man, he was dumb too, my old man. He worked in a bank. They caught him stealing pens. Pens, come on, move it along, will you? I mean, my family's always been mixed up. We're in the Civil War. My great-grandfather, he fought for the West. I don't know. I tell you, I can't relax, you know? Well, the other night I was in a place I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender. I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. I made her, my wife, you can't be nice. I hired a maid to help with the dirty work. She told the maid to have sex with me. My wife, I got no sex life either. She cut me down once a month. Oh, I'm lucky, two guys I know she cut out completely. Last night I told her, I said, don't laugh behind my back. She said, I won't. The funny stuff's on the other side, you know? Figure life out, will you? Hey, good laugher here, baby. How you doing? Love a guy with a good laugh. You're right, Buster, I'll tell you that, huh? You love that pasta, huh, you son of a gun? I know you son of a gun. Yeah. Hey, where you from, buddy? Waldorf. I'll do the fucking jokes, all right? Don't be a wise guy here, will you? Waldorf, you city slicker. I come from a small town myself. Hey, I'm busy over here, huh? You go to the movies, you talk back to the screen, take it easy. I'm trying to work it out, for crying out loud. I mean, save your breath. You're later to blow up your inflatable date. I don't need this, you know. There's a lounge in Virginia that wants me. No, but I come from a small town myself. I was born in Babel, Long Island. Never hear of that place? Yeah. Nah, it's a small town, a very small town. Are you kidding? I'm small. The local pawnbroker had one ball. Okay, it was a small town, I'm telling you. I mean, small. The local hooker was a virgin over there. Are you kidding? It was a small town, I'm telling you. I'm in a good mood, though, I'll tell you that. I just signed a big contract with General Motors for 3 years. I bought a new car. I always get stuck when I buy a car. The salesman always says she's a beauty. Never says he's a beauty. And I found out why, because the car and a girl are very much alike. I mean, with either one, a car or a girl, how many times in a cold morning when you really need it, it won't turn over. Little love in the room here, that's all right. Little love in the room, boys, that's all right. Okay, I'll tell you, there's too much hate in the world today. The trouble with me is I'm too easygoing. Like last night, I had dinner in a Chinese restaurant, opened my fortune cookie. Inside was a guy's check next to me. I said to my buddy, I got your check. He said, thanks. I mean, all I mean is wise guys. Why? I checked in a hotel. I asked the bellhop to handle my bag. He started to feel up my wife. And then I said to my buddy, you told you could play around with my wife. He said, everybody. Man, there's wise guys all over the place. Gonna take a little vacation. Spoke to some guy who works in the travel agency. He told me I could spend 6 nights in Puerto Rico. No days, just 6 nights in Puerto Rico. Well, you have to go away once in a while, take a little vacation. Went to Europe last year, I was in Paris. And you folks been to Paris? Ah, bullshit, you ain't been to Paris, so you're bullshit. You've been to Paris over here, Paris. You really been to Paris? No, but I like to travel around once in a while. I just did a one-nighter in Milwaukee, and she was lovely. Oh, the Midwest is nice. Sometimes I wish I came Midwest. Live in a nice, small, adjusted town. I had a wooden frame house with a screen door in back of the kitchen. My brother and sister were Marianne and Biff. I had a big fat maid named Annie. I walk in with a tennis racket. I'd smack her in the ass. She goes, oh, that boy. And Dad was vice president of the bank, worked there for 30 years. Very adjusted man, Dad. Never smokes, drinks, or gambles. Then you read about these guys. When did they pick up an axe and wipe out the whole family, you know? Hey, the next day the cops come around. What happened here? What kind of man was he? He was a quiet man. Very quiet. Always by himself in his rock guard, you know. That's why I went nuts. He couldn't get his rocks off. What do I know, huh? Where was I? I was in Paris. Yes, Gay Paris. I was in Paris. I went to a place called the Crazy Horse Saloon. Little French girl saw me there. She looked at me. She said, you're cute. And she told me, American men are the best lovers. Then she said, of all the American men, the comedians are the best lovers. And I walked away. I figured I was too good for her. Who the hell needs that, you know? She was a lovely girl, though. She told me she was a world traveler. Then she told me what a trip cost, and I told her we live in 2 different worlds. Nah, but she was a wild girl, a very wild girl. She made me French toast. Her tongue got caught in a toaster. You kidding? She was a wild girl. I'm telling you, a wild girl. She was a wild girl, all right, wild girl. A wild girl. You kidding? Well, she's a tattoo in her thigh. It says merging traffic. Are you kidding me? A wild girl. A very wild girl. Wild girl. In fact, when I met her, she was doing push-ups in a cucumber garden. She was a very wild girl. Wild girl. I mean, I say wild, I mean a wild girl. Are you kidding? Why, when she eats a banana, it gets bigger. Are you kidding? I mean a wild girl, wild girl. You know what I mean? Wild girl, I'll tell you that, baby. And that night took me to a wild party. I played a new version of Russian roulette. We passed around 6 girls, and one of them had VD. Nah, but she was a lovely girl. She was French and English. She told me there was some German in her, and once in a while, some Italian. Oh, Italian guys are lovers. They get all the girls. I can't get a girl. Jewish guys never get a girl. Jewish guys aren't lovers, that's all. Your entire life. Do you ever hear a girl say, I can't forget Saul? Ah, but people say to me, what do you like about a girl? Girl's legs? Are you a leg man? You a breast man? You an ass man? I don't know what I am. I think I must be an ass man, you know? Yeah, people always say to me, you're an ass man. I'll tell you what's embarrassing. You see a great ass, you follow it, it turns out to be a guy. Now, but Europe was nice. I was in Switzerland, too. I saw the Alps, a wonderful family. And I was in England. English people are weird. I told a cab driver, I'd like to see the Queen. He told me later on he'll meet me for a drink. Am I too fast for this whole section over here, or what is it, huh? Jeez, I mean, yesterday was a beauty. I asked the cab driver, where can I get some action? He took me to my house. There's a lot of things going on around my house. The other night in front of my house, I saw a guy jogging naked. I said to him, how come? He said, because you came home early. I mean, I'll tell you, last week I really got stuck. I went to a discount massage parlor. It was self-service. I'll tell you, my sex life is nothing anyway. You kidding? My biggest thrill is self-inflicted hickeys. Well, I got no sex life. To me, a sex change is one hand to the other. Are you kidding? I got no sex life. For crying out loud. Crying out loud. I mean it. I mean, I got no sex life. I told the girl from Allstate, what I want to put in your hands, you'll never sell me insurance. You kidding? I got no sex life. Only time I have sex, and my doctor tells me to cough. I mean, I'm not a sexy guy. I know I'm not sexy. Well, this morning when I put on my underwear, I could hear the Fruit of the Loom guys giggling. I'm not sexy at all. A cop arrested me for flashing, took me to small claims court. I know I'm not sexy. A girl saw me naked. She asked me if there was a finder's fee. I mean, I had sex with one girl. She broke her birth control pill in half. You kidding? I know when you're not sexy. I'll tell you the whole story, all right? That's right. I'm not a sexy guy, that's all. You kidding? I'm not sexy. I know. I was with a hooker. I dropped my pants. She dropped her price. Are you kidding? I'm telling you where it's at, all right? And my wife, she don't help either. I asked her to shorten my pants. She took in the crotch. I tell you, I figured out I'm bisexual. I have sex twice a year. A lot of guys, they don't make sense either. I read in the paper a man attacks a woman 60 years old. It's the same penalty attack a girl 20. Just a passing thought, nothing serious, that's okay, what the hell. Now, but some guys, they do anything to get girls. I was trying to get girls for a while. I was taking my dog for a walk. And I figured some girls say, oh, what a cute dog. Before they start talking, you get the girl. Didn't work out. My dog was too smart, you know. He was using me to go for dogs. Yeah, but dogs are smart, really are. I mean, the guy meets a girl, he's not sure if he likes her, takes her out a few times, spends all kinds of money. A dog don't do this. Dog goes out with one smell. She's for me, knows right away, you know. But women have a lot of control, I'll tell you that. I can tell them to go to the ladies' room. You know, woman never goes and she has to go. She always goes and someone else has to go. I hear them talk. I don't care. I'll go now, later, whenever you have to go. How do they do that? I don't know. And other women act so classy. Never say I'm going to the bathroom. I have to powder my nose. If that's where her nose is, you're a lot of trouble, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you a place you have to control yourself in a bank, but a lot of banks never see a men's room. They have men's rooms only for the employees. You have to work there to use it. I was in a bank the other day that goes so bad I applied for a job. It's nice you borrow money from a bank. No, if you miss a payment, you get notices like, have you forgotten us? Perhaps we crossed in the mail. Something, you know. You borrow money from a loan shark, it's different. As a kid, I bought $100 from a loan shark. I paid it back $20 a week for 5 years, still owed him $450. Now, how the hell they work it out? I mean, you do a lot of things. You're coming like a kid anymore. I'm getting older now. I know I'm getting old. I'm at the age now where I'm cleaning my teeth. I can talk to someone. Now, come on, think I'm trying to work with you here for crying out loud, huh? I'm getting old. Are you kidding? My age, to me, shooting up means the enema bag. I mean, old. You kidding? I mean, I told my wife I'm going to die in bed. She said, again? I know I'm getting old. I got a water bed. My wife calls it a Dead Sea. Every time I come near, I got a small craft warning. You know when you're getting old, you get certain signs. I walked past a cemetery, 2 guys ran after me with shovels. I mean, my last birthday cake, I couldn't blow out the candles. The heat drove me back. Oh, you took a vacation, went to Mexico, I got the walks. Walks. Hello, what happened here again now, huh? I mean, I'm getting old. Why, if I hear someone goes both ways, I figure it's number 1 and number 2. I mean, Las Vegas, I played a slot machine, 3 prunes came up. That's a good sign, too, you know? I'm getting old. Are you kidding? When I say it's down 40 degrees, I'm not talking about the weather. I'll tell you that, baby. You kidding? No, I don't care about sex anymore. To me, food is exciting. Yeah, with me, eating has replaced sex completely. In fact, I had a mirror put in over my kitchen table. The other night I was embarrassed. While I was eating, my kid walked in. I grabbed my napkin. I covered my main dish, you know? Now, I'll tell you with me, I'm the kind of guy. I mean, there's certain times I like sex. You know, like after a cigarette. Dude, my wife is different. After we have sex, she never wants a cigarette. She says 1 drag is enough. I don't know. I gotta lose some weight. I lost some weight. I'm gaining it back. That's a rough one. Every damn day is a battle with weight. I tried everything already. Even tried talking soft. In restaurants, people talk soft. They figure it's not fattening, you know. I'll have spring meatballs, the pile of Mellow. Thank you very much. I drink light beer too. Lose a few pounds with that light beer. The greatest beer in the whole world is light beer. It's the greatest. Light beer. Light beer. My contract runs out next year. Drink what the hell you like after that, all right? They're all full of shit too, light beer, okay? Light beer had an effect on my sex life. My sex life is less filling, but it tastes better. No, but I was much heavier. I was fat. I was so fat when I got my shoes shine. I had to take the guy's word for it, you know? But you see, these are all known as jokes, what I'm doing here. They're called jokes. Where you from, Portugal? Jesus. I gotta get some sleep, I'll tell you that. Oh, it's your turn to yell. Go ahead. Okay, what the hell, huh? When you're alone, no need for starry skies. A little louder, huh? For a small band, you sound like 3 pieces, you know that? I love you too. Let's look for furniture tomorrow. Now, I lost a whole night's sleep in Las Vegas, played blackjack all night, had breakfast 8 o'clock in the morning. You play blackjack all night, it has an effect on you. I was having breakfast, it was 2 pieces of toast there. I picked them up like this, you know. Blackjack. I could never win at that damn game. I'm playing one, I had an 8 and a 3. I figured I'll double down. It's me 1 card. I went over. I mean, in Vegas, you gotta go broke. They got slot machines all over, even in supermarkets. Bought a container of milk cost me $238. I mean, I'm never lucky at gambling. Last week at the track, they shut off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Fitty Boom Bass. So my doctor, look at her, will you? What a doctor. I saw him last week. I told him, Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. One time I called him, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. Oh, he's a strange doctor. I told him, I think my wife has VD, gave himself a shot of penicillin. Are you kidding me, for crying out loud? Very strange doctor. No matter where it hurts you, he wants to kiss it, make it better. After he checked me for a hernia, I had to change my phone number. The doctor, I called him up and told him I had diarrhea, put me on hold. I mean, he's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough, and he hit me in the crotch with a hammer. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, where's that, this doctor? He didn't help me lose weight either. Told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks. I called him up and said, Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house. You got to multiply for that one, okay? You can't multiply either, huh? And my dentist, too, that's another one. My teeth were all getting yellow. He told me to wear a brown necktie. Oh, the dentist I got, he found a new way to hide his bad breath. He holds up his arms. And his breath is bad, I'll tell you that. When he smokes, he blows onion rings. You kidding? Oh, the dentist, I don't trust him either. He gave me a shot of Novocaine, told me to pull my pants down. And he told me to need root canal, told me to bend over. Oh, the dentist dug out. He used to be a gynecologist. He looks in my mouth. He tells me to spread my arms. No, I never had any luck with doctors. I found out my proctologist, he used to work for Roto-Rooter. I wish everyone knew what a proctologist was. It'd be a hell of a joke, you know? You never heard of Roto-Rooter, right? I mean, the last week was a rough week. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. Told me God beat him to it. I'll tell you the whole story, all right? You know when you're ugly, all right? Are you kidding me? You know when you're ugly. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. Well, Halloween, my wife sends the kids out dressed like me. I mean, the last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And my kids, they flip a coin to see who has to kiss me goodnight. I'm ugly. I'm telling you, my dog closes his eyes before he humps my leg. I'm telling you where it's at, all right? Ugly, all right, man? I'm crying out loud. Tell you the whole story, all right? Tell you the whole trick tonight. Okay, ugly, you kidding? And I was an ugly kid, too. I told my old man, never took me to the zoo. He said, if they want you, they'll come and get you. Very ugly kid. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. I mean, in my sandbox, a cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? Well, Halloween, we never had a pumpkin. It made me stand in a window. What a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. And my old man, he didn't like my looks either. He carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. He made me sleep in the kitchen naked to get rid of the roaches. My old man never liked me. He told me to go in the backyard and play hide and go fuck yourself. My old man told me this, all right? You're all right. Me no drink of water here, okay? I'll be right back here. What the hell? Oh, you're all right, baby. All right. All right. My God. I haven't been so popular since I owed money. And in my life, I owed plenty of money, I'll tell you that. For years, I was picking up the phone and acting surprised. The check came back. You know my bank, they always screw up. Oh, by the way, stick around for the fight. We're not going to pay the band, you know. You're a nice crowd. You're a classy crowd. I can see that. I know this classy. There's 2 tractors parked outside, you know. You got to have a touch of class. What the heck? You know what real class is? When you're alone and you fart and you say, excuse me, that's class. You know what I mean, baby? I'll tell you what class is. When you step out of the shower to take a leak, that's class, all right? That's class. You want to really know what class is? You have a wet dream, you leave $50 on the table. That's class, baby. Okay, I'll tell you that's class, all right? I'm glad you're a good crowd, too. Big producer here tonight from Sausalito. That's a great word if you're gay, isn't it? Sausalito. A lot of S's and T's in it. I got a cousin who's gay. I always kid him. I tell him in the family tree, he's in the fruit section. What the hell, you know? And my cousin went to London. He was so disappointed. He found out Big Ben was a clock. No, but I knew my cousin was gay when we were kids. He used to suck my thumb. Now, but being gay can happen to anyone. You kidding? It could happen to you. It could happen to you. Oh, it did happen to you. Hi there. You're a good sport, so you're all right. But it's good to see you back in men's clothes again. I'll tell you that, baby, you know. Oh, what can I tell you? Boy, I tell you, it's tough to be funny when you're coming off drugs. I'll tell you that. Now, I tried marijuana just once, that's all, just once. I didn't know what I was doing. I was on cocaine. Jesus. But don't get me wrong, I don't snort cocaine. I just like the way it smells, that's all. You know what? Well, I gotta tell you, baby, that's all right. That's okay, Pop's all right. And kids today, they're into cocaine. Kids today, they don't want to read about Snow White. They want to shove it up their nose. I mean, the kids are wild today. In my kids' class, the teacher said, form a double line. They all got high. Double line, I got high. Am I talking to myself over here? I tried marijuana. I got too hungry, though. See, I was so hungry, I smoked a half a joint, and I ate the other half. I was starving, you know? I mean, sometimes you turn to drugs. Life's pressure is too much for you. My whole life is pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness, always on top of me, this heaviness since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness. And heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink. I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad drinker. Bad drinker. I mean, you know you're drunk when you take a leak and your fly isn't open. I'll tell you that much. Well, no, I drink too much, way too much. I got my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing. I was loaded in the body the other night. I thought myself loaded. I said, I'll make an obscene phone call. You know, I got in the phone. I was loaded. I said, baby, if I was with you, I'd show you sex. I'd give it to you real good. I was talking to my son. I drink. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys in Vegas too. I loaded. I shot dice. I lost $1,000. I got even though I stole 400 Sweet and Lows. They got gambling in Atlantic City now too, huh? Pretty soon the whole country will have gambling. Who knows? How many people here think the whole country should have gambling? How many think the whole country should not have gambling? How many here don't give a shit? Now you look like I don't give a shit crowd, you know that? You don't give a shit about nothing, huh? Well, I don't give a shit either, all right? Well, let's have some action here. The whole balcony, take a leak in the orchestra. Go ahead, will you? Look how I'm carrying on, a man my age. I should be peddling drugs. Don't leave, got a big finish with birds. Oh, that's the security guy, right. What am I talking about? What was I talking about gambling? I like to gamble. I can lose a few bucks. I'm doing okay today. As a kid, I had nothing. I was poor. I was so poor, my rich aunt died in a will. I owed her $20. I was poor. My aunt died. She was an atheist. It was pitiful. She was lying there, all dressed up. No place to go. No, but I was poor, very poor. Well, if I was born a boy, I would have had nothing to play with, you know? They were poor. Well, on our Christmas tree, we had no tinsel. We used to wait for Grandpa to sneeze, you know? Don't give me that bullshit. It's a funny line, all right? Now, what do you want? Your money back? Fungu, you got screwed, okay? That's it, all right? I've been through enough of my life. I met Santa Claus. That was a beauty, too. I sat in his lap and his fly was open. What a present he gave me. I was a kid that had plenty of pimples, too. I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. I went through plenty. Well, the first time I hitchhiked, I got beat up. I used the wrong finger. I mean, I had it rough. I never went to college. My old man had other ideas. He told me get a job and make sure the boss is taller than you are. That way it'd be easy for you to kiss his ass. Now, with kids today, it's different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. My kid, he drives me nuts, but he put crazy glue in my preparation H. My preparation H, that don't work either. The only thing that shrunk is my index finger. So, my daughter, too, she's no bargain either. In public school, she was voted most likely to conceive. My daughter, she's been picked up so many times, she's starting to grow handles. On her graduation book, her picture is horizontal. I found out what sign she's under, yield. Well, she flunked her driver's test, couldn't get used to the front seat. My daughter, you kidding? They call her Federal Express. Yeah, when she goes to a guy's apartment, she absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. We'll work it out, okay. I'll tell you, that's the trouble with kids. They play around so young today, very young. Today they got birth control pills shaped like Fred Flintstone. I mean, the kids, all they want is sex. They don't want to talk to each other, get to know each other, fall in love. Maybe I'm an old-fashioned guy, but I think a man should eat when he's hungry, sleep when he's tired, and make love only when he's in love. Unless she's really hot and a good piece of ass. Who cares, right? Sorry, I got carried away. Although you talk to some kids, they're afraid to have sex. They're scared. I mean, the first time I had sex, I was scared. Who was I scared? I was all alone. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I got good-looking kids. My kids are good-looking, I'll tell you that. Thank God my wife cheats on me, you know? I mean, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick out the window. I tell you, in my house, I can't relax. Got a dog, too. He drives me nuts. His favorite bone is in my arm. I got a dumb dog. You know, last night, 4 times he went in the paper. 3 times I was reading it. I got a dumb dog. We call him Egypt. Every room he leaves a pyramid. My dog, every time he sees me, has a love affair at my leg. And I'm getting to like it, too, I'll tell you that. Well, the other night I came home loaded. I was looking for his leg. Ooh, was I drunk that night. How drunk? I was so drunk a mosquito bit me, then it flew into a wall. What was I talking about? My dog. He wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him. Let him go through what I go through. I got a female dog, gives me trouble too. I tried to mate her. She wants 50 biscuits. Up front. What language do you speak? And that's enough talk about sex. All you hear today is sex. I'll tell you the truth with sex, I had it up to here. Not lately though, I'll tell you that. Although you talk to some guys, they'll have sex with anything at all. I mean, how many times you hear guys say, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and fuck it. Still too deep here. I got enough problems, you kidding. My car broke down. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. And every Sunday I take my family out for a push. Tell you, with my car, when I'm on the road, just once, like to see someone pass me without pointing to one of my tires. I went out last week with the perfect second car, tow truck. And I always get lost. They give me directions straight ahead. Okay, mister, straight ahead. As soon as I pull away, I come to a fork on the road, you know? The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. Oh, my wife took her driver's test. She was happy. She got 18 out of 20. Yeah, 2 guys jumped out of the way. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, did you see what he looked like? She told me she got the license plate number. She's not smart at all, my wife. I told her my kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know. Not smart at all, my wife. What, the second time she got pregnant, she thought we had to get married again. My wife is dumb, are you kidding? You want to know how dumb she is? I gave her a toy poodle, she killed it putting batteries in it. She's dumb, I tell you. She wouldn't buy Christmas seals so she wouldn't know what to feed him. My wife is fucking dumb, I tell you. You want to know how fucking dumb she is? It takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. She's fucking dumb, I tell you. Tough to work it out here, I'll tell you that. Tough to work it out, all right. You kidding? I'll tell you, nobody has it easy, nobody. You know, I feel sorry for short people. When it rains, they're the last ones to know about it. Although I tell you, sometimes around short people, I get very uncomfortable. Like the last time I went to a health spa, I was standing there naked, and a very short guy told me I looked terrific. This short guy really made me nervous. He had soap in his eyes, and he shook hands at me. Holy Jesus. So I got stuck last week, too. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming looking for Florida. I mean, today's been a terrible day. I got up this morning, picked up my shirt, a button fell off. My briefcase, the handle fell off. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom. And this morning was nice, too. Did my push-ups in the nude. I didn't see the mousetrap. I'll tell you, nothing works out. Are you kidding? I asked a hooker for a hand job. She gave me a manicure. Now, with hookers, I don't go for big money. I give them $20, that's all. I make my own deal with them. I give them $20 in dimes. I gotta be finished by the time they count it. You don't know what a hooker is either, huh? You girls, you know what a hooker is? Oh, you are hookers? Oh, good luck to you. I'm just kidding, joshing around, you know. Are you? Dear, and you, sir, take a hand off your pee-pee, go blind that way. Where are you over there, huh? That's why you're not laughing. You're too busy down there for crying out loud. What can I tell you? Jeez, what do I do for a living? I get guys for your sister, okay? Take it easy, will you? Tough to work it out. God. Don't be a wise guy. After the show, you and I go to the men's room and have it out together. Show you how small you are. Damn, what the hell am I sweating for? I got the job. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just a hobby. I work here for laughs. I make my money at my regular job. I sing the national anthem at cockfights. Constitution, oh, big deal. What do you say we bust up this joint, huh? Break it up. Bust it wide open for crying out. Are you kidding? I mean, when I started in showbiz, I worked only tough places like Funzo's Knuckle Room, Aldo's, formerly Vito's, formerly Nunzio's. I was a tough with Nunzio's. I sat down to eat in a menu that had broken leg of lamb. I looked at my finger bowl. There were 3 fingers in it. Nunzio, he was tough. He said to me, kid, you want to go hunting? I said, okay, I'm game, and he shot me. And show business is tough, too, I'll tell you that. What a racket, boy. You don't know what you go through in show business. You know, sometimes I think back, of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got. You know that? I started in showbiz. I was in ventriloquism. Then I had to quit. I got too big for the guy's lap. Oh, it's a rough racket. I met a new agent last week, a woman agent. She asked me if I had an 8x10. I told her if I had an 8x10, I wouldn't have to work anymore. I never got girls, and I was a kid in show business either. One girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. I was making love to one girl, she started to cry. I said to her, you'll hate yourself in the morning. She said, no, I hate myself now. And this girl was no bargain either. She was fat. She got in the scale, a card came out, said, 1 at a time. Fat, you kidding? Her bathtub has stretch marks. Well, she used a shower cap for a diaphragm. I mean, fat, know what I mean? Very fat chick, all right, you kidding? Well, she was on the Richard Simmons show jumping up and down. My TV fell off the stand. I mean, I'm talking about a fat girl here, know what I mean? How fat? She was standing alone. A cop told her, break it up. Okay, she's fat, I'm telling you. Well, her belly button has an echo. Are you kidding? Fat chick put my hand in her blouse. I felt the chin. Well, this girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, was she ugly? She was known as a 2-bagger. And that's a girl who's so ugly, go out with her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. She was ugly, I'm telling you. Ugly chick. I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. I took her home. My mother put newspapers on the floor. Are you kidding? I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur in my mouth. Are you kidding? Well, she makes onions cry. When 2 guys broke in her apartment, she yelled rape. They yelled no. And that's how ugly she was. If I had the right trio, I could make it. Know what I mean? But looks don't mean nothing. I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy, Today they got 2 very ugly kids. In fact, they're all so ugly in the family album. They only keep the negatives. I'm not waiting for you, okay? It's nice to hear you laugh, though, I'll tell you that. Because where I live, there's no laughs. I live in New York in a bad neighborhood. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. Well, I asked the cop, I said, how long I walked to the subway? He said, I don't know, so far, no one ever made it. Oh, it's a tough neighborhood. Are you kidding? I'll tell you how tough it is. In the library, they got a sign there that says, shut the fuck up. That's how tough it is, okay? You want to stop crime, you got to have big penalties. I was in charge of the big penalties. Jaywalking, 5 to 10 years. Adultery, life imprisonment. Masturbation, oh, just a warning. There's crime all over, you kidding? Without, I bought my wife a rape whistle. She says it don't work, no one shows up. My wife can't do nothing, right? You kidding? Nothing. I took her to the ballet. She forgot the sandwiches. My wife always gave me trouble. At my bachelor party, she was in the movie. And the day we got married, everybody was crying. During the ceremony, your mother cried. You got to the hotel, she cried. She got undressed, I cried. Oh, with my wife, it's tough to stay married. The other night I told her, I said, you never tell me when you have an orgasm. She said, you're never around. Oh, last night she told me she wants to try something wild. She tied me to the bed, and she put her clothes on and went out. I'll tell you, my wife, she believes in oral sex. All I hear is, fuck you. Oh, actually, I shouldn't tell jokes about my wife. I mean, she's attached to a machine that keeps her alive, the refrigerator. I'll tell you, get married, look for a good cook. That's what's important. The sex will wear off, but you'll always be hungry, I'll tell you that. But my wife can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. And she gave my kid alphabet soup. We spelled out help. I bought a pressure cooker. Now we eat off the ceiling. Last night she made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck in my throat. What a lousy cook. How can toast have bones? And I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. Why, in my kitchen the roaches are anorexic. Last week the garbage disposal threw up. She can't cook at all. My backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door. It's a lot of goddamn jokes. What do I know what I'm doing anymore, huh? That's all right, we'll work it out. And my wife, you kidding? All right. Who came in? What happened here? Tough to be married. My wife, after every meal, I hear the same thing. Finish the food. There are people starving in Europe. I tell her, have sex with me. There are guys who are horny in Canada. It's tough to stay married. You kid, a lot of people are lonely today, but afraid of falling in love and getting hurt. Who wants to get hurt in love? It's horrible. You'd rather stay lonely. I'm lonely too. I was in my apartment the other night, sitting in my apartment, lonely there. I noticed the fly in the room. I became friends with the fly, you know. I was kidding around with the fly, having a good time. It was beautiful, you know. I opened a window. The fly left me for some horse shit. I'm getting very confused. There's a lot of people confused today. You want to really confuse a guy? Join him while he's taking a leak in the street. Want to drive nuts? They have your wife and kids join them too, who really go crazy, you know what I mean? Anybody got any drugs here, perhaps? Arrest those people. No, I tried sniffing coke. I couldn't get the bottle up my nose. You get older, you turn to drugs. You can't make life straight. You want to change your head all the time. You get older, it gets tough. You get older, you see the whole finish coming. Life's a short trip, you'll find out. You were 17 yesterday, you'll be 50 tomorrow. You get older, doctors tell you don't smoke, don't drink, eat certain foods at my age. What can I look forward to? From this point on, if I take excellent care of myself, I'll get very sick and die. Oh, you kidding with sex? I got no energy. I get tired just holding up the magazine. Well, last night I had sex, the girl hung up on me. It never works out. Well, last night I tried to masturbate, I had a headache. What a sex life I got. My sex life's like shooting pool with a rope. I'm not a kid anymore, I'm getting old. People in show business always fool you. They always look younger than what they are. They fool you. Now you look at me, you probably figure like early 40s, right? Early 50s? Late 70s, something? I'm 60, but people think I'm younger. They really do. In fact, every girl I meet takes me for 50. If I'm drinking 150, 60 years old, I could go tomorrow. And I hope I go tomorrow. I haven't gone today yet. Oh, I wish I was. Hey, take it easy. I work alone. In fact, what do you want, babe? Can I still get it up? Good question. Don't you remember? Nice to have class right up front. I got enough trouble over here. Don't you start now, okay? Oh, how about you? Can you get it up? What a question. Holy. Right. Hey, what are you, gargle with Santa Flush? It's tough to work it out. Everybody has problems. You don't respect me at all, huh? Really? Well, I don't give a shit. Yes, my dear. Put it on. Hey, I met a guy last week with a problem. Half Polish, half Italian. He wants to beat someone up, he forgot who. I got my own problems. I'm half Jewish and half Japanese. In fact, I was circumcised at Benihana's. Oh, what a life. You don't know who to believe anymore. They say, love thy neighbor as thyself. What am I supposed to do? Jerk him off too? Only one who's honest is Merrill Lynch. All their commercials, they show you it's bullshit. Hey, but the Polish guy robbed a bank. He put a stocking over his gun. And then he tied up the safe and blew the security guard. I'm glad to see you appreciate sophisticated humor. Look how I ended up at my age, sweating, telling dirty Polish jokes in Washington. Washington, what a place, Washington. Are you kidding? I'm here because I lost a bet. All cities are the same. Washington, Detroit, Boston, they all got gas stations, supermarkets, but everyone loves their hometown. They were brought up there. Their hometown, they have childhood memories. Memories of youth. Oh, there's the old red barn. Mary Lou gave me herpes there. Remember the old red barn? I'm very ill. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy, nothing. Well, for years, been going to head shops. I never got any. And that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? Nothing. No respect at all. Are you kidding? Nothing. No respect at all. Why, I was arrested for jaywalking. The crowd kept yelling, don't take him alive. And this afternoon, that was a beauty too. This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. It's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you wake up daddy. I don't get no respect from anyone. I tried to join Masturbators Anonymous. They told me to jerk off. I mean, the whole thing goes back to my childhood, the time I was lost on the beach and a cop had me look for my parents. I said to the cop, you think we'll find them? He said, I don't know, kid, there's so many places they could hide. And my old man, he didn't help either. I asked my old man, how can I get my kite in the air? He told me to run off a cliff. What a childhood I had. My uncle's dying wish, he wanted me on his lap. He was in the electric chair. I tell you, I can't take it no more. I was in a Chinese restaurant, they named the dish after me. One dumb fuck. I'll see you in a minute. Thank you so much. You're a great crowd. You really are a great crowd, and you're really great. And I don't know what to say. This is the first time I ever got this far. How'd I get so ugly? Because you're contagious, my friend. The last time I worked, keep it down to a row, okay? Maybe I love you. Take it easy, all right? The last time I worked in Washington, a lot of folks sent me letters and postcards. You know, when those of you took the time to write, I'd just like to say the same to you. But I'll be back here again next winter. Overheard the boss talking before the show. He said it'll be a cold day before I play this guy again, you know? How can I tell you? But things are going real good for me, real good. Hey! Now, things are going real good for me. I just finished my first book. Now I'm going to read another one. And I solved my drinking problem. I joined Alcoholics Anonymous. I still drink. I use a different name, that's all, you know? I made a few bucks in the movie, too. Did you see Easy Money and Caddyshack out there, people? Yeah, you saw the pictures? Okay, right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. My lawyer, Nicky Pumpanese, took care of it for me. Nicky's a great lawyer. He had a rape charge reduced to tailgating. People say to me, hey, Rodney, you talk about girls, your wife, you're single, you're married, what's your story? I'm single, that's the truth. I was married. My wife said I do, but not with him. I have 2 children. I have a boy in college. I'm happy about that. Now I get decent drugs. Boy in college. He's majoring in fucking up over there. That's what he's doing. Now my kid is dumb too, I'll tell you that. How dumb? He put a hole in his pocket so we can count to 6, okay? He's dumb, I tell you. He got a job in a bowling alley as a pin. And my kid's girlfriend, she's a beauty. She majors in business psychology for $100. She'll blow your mind. Now, when you have kids, you gamble, you roll the dice, you try to bring them up right, guide them, train them. All of a sudden, a gene comes off from a crazy uncle in Europe 200 years ago, and you're screwed. You never know. That's why today you see so many misfit sons working for their fathers. These sons all sound the same, too. Yeah, I'm a business with my dad. My dad and I were a business. Actually, my father's father, he started a business, which is a good thing, too, because my dad and myself, we're both fucking idiots, you know. What do I know? And my mom, she's a character, apple cheek mom, wants to stay in the kitchen, bake her cookies, and fuck a stranger once in a while. That's all mom wants. I shouldn't talk this way, really. I mean, most of you out there, I'm old enough to be your father. And there's a few of you out there, I am your father. Hey, baby, we got some black people here tonight, huh, baby? What happened, no basketball game? We'll work it out, all right? All right. But I want to tell you, it's really a thrill to be here with my group, I'll tell you that. Been together for 22 years. 22 years we worked together, lived together, balled together. No girls, just the four of us. Over here we have my pianist, arranger, composer, conductor, and friend, Singe. That's Buzz, he's on drums, among other things. And right behind me is my new sax man, Styles Bitchley. And Lionel, he's outside painting a bus. 22 years, they stuck with me when the times were lean. We worked every honky-tonk town in the country, ate in sleazy hamburger joints, slept in dumpy hotels. 22 years, they stuck with me. I mean, to you, they're just another trio, but to me, they're fucking idiots. That's what they are to me. You don't believe me, huh? Tell them what you are. And you're fucking idiots. And I'm a fucking idiot. We're all fucking idiots, aren't we all? Except you. Oh, dear, I'm not gonna tell you. Two girls at once. Why don't you ask 4 members of your immediate family? Why are you interested in my sex life so much? Because I ain't got none. A lot of pretty girls here tonight, I'll tell you that. I'd like to make it with every one of them, my God. Everyone's looking for love in life, deep love, a lifetime of deep love. I'm looking for a shallow half hour. See, when you talk and I talk, they don't hear me. Good security in this fucking shit house, you know that? It's tough to talk when you're yelling at me. You can't hear the whole thing. You see, everything is mood in life. If you want to ask the boss for a raise, it's mood. If you want to kiss a girl, it's mood. If you want to tell a joke, it's difficult to get a point across. If as you're talking, people are yelling. So with the whole thing, so I'll just do my thing. You want to yell at me? Yell at me, do what you want. Because I don't care. Right. You have trouble with your vowels. Could somebody please ask this gentleman to stop yelling at me? Good security, good head you got, man, good. It's very distracting, don't you understand? I can't work, you keep yelling at me. I don't care. It's difficult to talk if you keep talking and yelling. Okay. Now I'm in a good mood. I gotta start from the gutter up all over again now. Look at this bullshit, huh? But I don't care. Me? You heard what he said. Shut the fuck up. I said it and I'm glad. And if you don't shut up, I'll hold my breath while I'm blue in the face. It's all right. You're sorry. Oh, well, you should be. Now, so quiet, I feel like Eve Hutton just spoke. We do have lovely girls tonight, though, I'll tell you that. But, yeah. Tough to work it out, isn't it? Now, with girls, I'm a good lover, though, very good lover. I make love to a girl, she scratches, she screams, and she realizes I'm not going to take no for an answer, you know? Now, with girls, I got a new line, though, never misses. I go out with a girl, I just whisper gently in her ear, I got a gun. But I do have a date tonight with a lovely girl from Switzerland, Heidi Schmidtlap, a lovely girl. Last year in the Alps, she was voted queen of beef fondue. Ooh, thank you, Buzz, you're wild tonight. Buz's a good boy. He was raised right here in Washington many times. And, well, what can I tell you? I have no finish, so I guess I'll just get naked for you. I don't know what else to do here. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. No, I'm sorry. I'll prove once again that little things mean a lot. But you have been a Jim Dandy crowd. I do have run long. I have so many important things to do. I got nothing to do. I think I'll hang outside the ladies' room for a while. Hey, honey, you know me? Or perhaps there's some lovely young lady here who'd give me a kiss for my tie. Is there? You got one? Well, okay, honey. The first girl want to give me a kiss for my tie? Okay. You have to go around the side over there. And you want to go up here? You got to go over this way to get up, though, honey. You got to walk back and then around over there, okay? Show her, walk her right over there. Show her where to go. Isn't that a lovely girl? Beautiful girls. Walk a little slower when you walk by me. You're in the fruit section. Okay, baby. All right. What happened? Another chick I lost. Backstage, they left me. What are you going to do? Huh? Are we there? Kiss for a tie. Anybody showing her how to come back here? Thanks. Anybody showing her how to come back? She will? Is she here? Oh, here she is. Yes, of course. My dear, come on down here. Hello, baby. How are you, huh? Oh, boy. My God. How you doing, dear? Oh, thank you very much. Little girl blue. Of course. Thank you so much. Why don't I put this on after the show? I'm going to stick myself, okay?
Oh.
Huh? Well, just put this over here, if you will. Okay, dear? You pinned it, but I'm afraid that... You know what I'd like to do? Maybe I'll give it to the drummer to hold for me, okay? Hold this and chalk it up on the gifts. Hold that for me, please. Thank you. Good throw, I must say. But how do you do? What's your name, dear?
Doretta.
Doretta. My God. Where do you live, honey?
In Falls Church.
I know. You meet so many people. It's hard. I know. You move a lot. Yes.
Illinois.
Illinois is where you live, no?
I live in Falls Church.
You live in where?
Falls Church, Virginia.
Falls Church. We have a lot of churchgoers out here. What kind of work you do, babe?
I'm a dental assistant, and I work for Joe Theismann.
You work for Joe Theismann, and you're a dental assistant. Isn't that nice? Well, you don't make too much money, do you, huh? Really? Oh, my God. You're really cute, you know that? Hey, you want to make $14? That includes me, the trio, 4 guys who clean up that horny section way up there, okay? Well, it sounds pretty good to me, babe. A kiss for a tie. You got a deal here. What the hell? Okay. Okay, here we are, honey. You feel familiar, don't I? What can I get for my shorts? Yeah, life was dull till she came into my life. Ah, yes, I knew it was love at first sight. She was sitting there on the George Washington Bridge, dangling her feet in the water. And she was a tall girl. I feel like having a cigarette. Don't throw nothing. Want to get a cigarette here at all? Anybody? No? Not you. You're too violent. You're a violent fellow. Anybody have a cigarette here? No one. Huh? You got one here, babe? Thanks very much. You take it easy. You're too rough for me. No, I said don't throw anything. How old were you when you jumped ship? one, babe, thanks. While we're young. Bring it up here, baby, thanks. I left mine in the machine, you know how it is. You got a match, too? I don't do magic up here. It gets very rough, you know. Go ahead, lie to me, baby. Okay, you cute little thing, you. Just born to serve men. Now, I'll tell you how fucking unhappy I am, all right? Well, I got some love here tonight. After the show, have a drink with me, okay? I got a big dressing room back there. Everybody come back for a drink after the show. Okay, what the hell, huh? All right. And when you come backstage, if some bouncer tries to stop you, you just tell him, Rodney invited me back to have a few drinks, you big stupid bastard. That's what you tell him, huh? Gotta believe in people, have faith, have trust. You know the greatest trust in the world? Two cannibals having oral sex. It's good shit, make it go back. Been smoking pot for 40 years. Go ahead, arrest me. What do I care? Huh? I was finished 5 minutes ago, but I hate myself. I like you people. It's all right. I love you too. Let's get wild or do something. What's life all about? I don't know anymore. Who made the rule? I have to leave first. I have 3 children, one of each. I know you look at a guy like me and say to yourself, how did he make it in show business? I'll tell you how I made it. I'll tell you how I made it. I went to show business parties, met big people, and I sucked and I kissed ass. That's how I made it, all right? You want to laugh? Get naked and look in a mirror. Let's all get on lewds and get whacked out of our joints and yell at Rodney tonight, eh? Why? Hey! You enjoying yourself or having an orgasm? I don't know what the hell you're doing up there, crying out loud. Split this amongst you, won't you? Step on it, the fire's next week. Yeah, baby. You got a good memory, you know that? Well, that's it. I had a good time. A lot of people are rowdy around here, but what the hell? Yes, babe? You want my hanky? Will you bang me for it? I thought maybe you'd go for a subtle approach. I didn't hear what he said. What did he say? You want my hanky? Will you stand up? Can I take a look at you, sir? Can I get a word in here? I mean, it's tough to work it out, you know what I mean? Well, that's... I didn't hear him again. Am I getting older or senile or what? I can't hear these things. You have trouble with your vowels, you people. Ran into a duck over here. Well, that's it, the end of the line. I'm not going to lie to you like a little ex who come out here and say, oh, my favorite place to work is Washington, and the audience here at Constitution Hall is the best in the whole world. Bullshit, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here, okay? I don't mean that. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you very much. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you.